But let's talk about the truth. Yeah, what's up, Bino? Ain't you out on bail for robbery with your brother? The car's registered in your name, and you got everybody staying out the way so you can at least beat the case. But it kind of looked like you got a snitch on your blood brother, because he on his third strike. Bino's on his third strike, y'all.
Which one of the homies buys, blood? What all that? Who did that shit, blood? Who said that? Who said that shit true? And where my brother at? Cause blood, I ain't even tell on you at 16 when you was getting in trouble by mom. Hey, bro,
What's going on, brother?
you fighting the case, bro? You good, bro?
We not fighting no case. What's going on with that girl? Punchy blood. I been told you to leave her alone. She's crazy, bro. Like, for real. You done bring her around mom. You done bring her around Millie. Like, you come on, blood.
She done met the family and no.
No, Paul, for real. My grandma, come on, blood. Like, no.
She for
What's
sure.
good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some serious drama that's been unfolding between Hoodtrophy Bino and Chrisean Rock. And let me tell you, this situation is absolutely wild. We're going to break down everything that happened, the accusations that were made, the responses, and what this all really means. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get straight into it. So this whole situation started when Chrisean Rock came out with some pretty serious allegations against Hoodtrophy Bino. Now, for those of you who don't know, these two have had a complicated relationship, and it seems like things have gone completely south. Chrisean decided to air out what she claims is the truth about Bino's legal situation, and she did not hold back whatsoever. She went on social media and straight up said that Bino is currently out on bail for an alleged robbery case. But it doesn't stop there. She claimed that this robbery case involves his brother as well, and that the car that was used in this alleged incident is registered in Bino's name. Now that's already a serious accusation to make publicly, but Chrisean went even further with her claims. She suggested that Bino has been getting everyone involved to stay out of the way so that he can have a better chance of beating the case. Essentially, she's implying that there's some kind of coordinated effort to help him avoid legal consequences. But the most damaging part of her accusation was when she insinuated that there might be someone snitching, and she specifically mentioned Bino's brother. According to Chrisean, Bino's brother is on his third strike, which, if you know anything about the 3 strikes law, means he's facing potentially serious prison time if convicted of another felony. She's basically suggesting that because his brother is in such a vulnerable position legally, he might be cooperating with authorities to save himself. That's an incredibly serious thing to accuse someone of, especially in street culture where being labeled a snitch can have real consequences. Now Bino was not about to let these accusations just sit out there without responding. When he heard what Chrisean was saying, he immediately got defensive and confused. You could hear the frustration in his voice as he was asking who said these things, who claimed any of this was true. He was genuinely bewildered about where this information was supposedly coming from, and which of his associates would have said something like this. The fact that he was questioning who would make these statements shows that he was blindsided by the accusations. He kept asking where his brother was because he wanted to get him on the line immediately to address these claims directly. When Bino finally got his brother on a video call during what appeared to be a live stream, his brother seemed equally confused and frustrated by the allegations. Bino asked him directly about the case, asking if he was fighting any legal case and if he was good. His brother's response was clear and straightforward. He said they are not fighting any case at all. He then immediately shifted the conversation to ask what was going on with Chrisean, calling her out by name and expressing that he had warned Bino about her from the beginning. He straight up called her crazy and said that Bino should have never gotten involved with her in the first place. What's interesting here is that the brother brought up how Bino had integrated Chrisean into their family life. He mentioned that Bino had brought her around their mother, around someone named Millie, around their grandmother and other family members. The way he was talking about it, you could tell he felt like Bino had made a serious mistake by bringing someone like Chrisean into their family circle. He was essentially saying that she met the whole family, she knows these people, and now she's out here making these wild accusations. There was definitely a sense of betrayal in his tone, like this woman had been welcomed into their lives and was now trying to destroy their reputations. Throughout this conversation, multiple people were emphasizing that Chrisean has serious mental health issues and needs professional help. Bino himself, despite being clearly angry and frustrated, tried to maintain some level of respect. He said he wasn't going to disrespect her by calling her names, but he made it very clear that she really needs help. His brother had no problem being more direct, repeatedly calling her crazy and suggesting that she's dealing with some real problems. Bino even mentioned that he's seen things when it comes to Chrisean, things that he didn't even want to talk about publicly because of how serious they were. He alluded to witnessing behavior from her that concerned him deeply, and he seemed to be holding back from going into full detail out of some sense of restraint. This raises an important point about their past relationship. Despite all the drama and accusations, Bino acknowledged that he and Chrisean did have a real relationship. He admitted that they went through things together and had their moments. He didn't try to pretend like she meant nothing to him or that their relationship was fake. However, he was very clear that regardless of what they shared, she has something seriously wrong with her mentally or emotionally. His brother even recalled warning Bino about Chrisean before they got deeply involved, telling him that this relationship wasn't for him and that he should stay away. Bino admitted that he should have listened to that advice, showing that he recognizes in hindsight that getting involved with Chrisean was a mistake. Now let's talk about the extent of this drama, because it's not just a simple back and forth. According to the people in this conversation, Chrisean posted a 2-hour-long Snapchat story about this entire situation. 2 hours. That's not just venting or expressing frustration. That's a full-blown obsessive rant. The fact that she dedicated that much time and energy to creating content about Bino in this situation shows just how consumed she is by whatever is going on between them. Someone joked that instead of posting a 2-hour story, she should just say she misses him and apologizes, and maybe he would accept her apology. This suggests that underneath all the accusations and drama, there might be unresolved feelings and an inability to properly process the end of their relationship. But things get even darker when we talk about the threats that were allegedly made. According to Bino, Chrisean threatened him directly. He claims that she told him she was going to make him die or make him go to jail. Those are incredibly serious threats to make against someone, and if true, they show a level of vindictiveness that goes beyond normal breakup drama. Even more disturbing, Bino mentioned that Chrisean allegedly told him that he would have to tell on his brother, essentially suggesting that he would be forced into a position where he'd have to cooperate with authorities and implicate his own family member. That kind of threat, if it was actually made, could explain why Bino is so adamant about denying these allegations and why he seems genuinely hurt by what's happening. The group of people in this conversation seem to come to a consensus about what's really going on here. They believe that Chrisean misses Bino and that she's acting out because of unresolved feelings. There was even discussion about how Bino is a unique person and that Chrisean knows she won't find another man like him. One person was talking about how when you can leave someone and still easily find someone else just as good, that's one thing, but they were implying that Chrisean knows Bino is special and that she messed up by losing him. They suggested that she knows exactly what she's missing and that all of this drama is her way of trying to get his attention or hurt him because she's hurting. Throughout all of this, there were lighter moments too. At one point, Bino's brother just wanted to watch a basketball game, and he kept trying to redirect the conversation back to the Cowboys game that was happening. He mentioned that the Cowboys got beat by 20 points, and that he was mad about it. This shows that despite the serious nature of the accusations, these guys were trying to just live their lives and not get completely consumed by Chrisean's drama. They wanted to move on, watch sports, and not let her continue to disrupt their peace. What's really important to understand here is the cultural context of these accusations. In street culture and in hip-hop culture, being accused of cooperating with law enforcement is one of the worst things that can happen to someone's reputation. The word snitch or rat carries enormous weight, and once someone is labeled that way, it can follow them forever and put them in real danger. Chrisean knew exactly what she was doing when she made these insinuations about Bino and his brother. She was attempting to damage their reputations in a way that could have serious real-world consequences. Whether or not there's any truth to what she's saying, the mere accusation is damaging. Bino's response to all of this shows someone who's trying to maintain his dignity while also firmly denying allegations that could ruin his life. He brought his brother on camera to show that there's no truth to these claims. He acknowledged their past relationship without trying to completely trash Chrisean's character. He expressed concern for her mental health rather than just attacking her. That shows a level of maturity, even if he's clearly frustrated and angry about the situation. His friends and family, however, were less diplomatic. They had no problem calling out what they see as manipulative and destructive behavior from someone who's hurting and lashing out. The bottom line here is that this is a messy situation that involves serious accusations, hurt feelings, mental health concerns, and the very real danger of reputation damage in a culture that takes these kinds of allegations extremely seriously. Whether Chrisean's claims have any basis in reality, or whether they're the product of a painful breakup and possible mental health struggles, the fact remains that making these kinds of public accusations can have lasting consequences for everyone involved. Bino has categorically denied that he or his brother are facing any legal cases, and he's made it clear that he believes Chrisean needs help. Only time will tell how this situation continues to unfold, but one thing is certain: this is far from over. Make sure to stay tuned for any updates on this situation. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.